Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be doing my St Kilda vs Gold Coast AFL Fantasy review of round 4, their round 4 game, and go through who went really well, who did quite surprisingly, and yeah, let's get into it. So before we get into it, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and yeah, let's get into the video. So as you can see here, Crouch 125, huge score, huge second half of a 102. A 102 second half. If he had picked it up in the first half and done anything worthwhile, it would have ended up 150, and that would have been a huge output. So he's certainly a guy that you can look at, but you also got to factor in that you have the return of Steele in, I'm guessing, 2 to 3 weeks. So that 125 will hold for a couple of weeks, and then it might dip down to like the 106s, 107s. And that's still very good for Crouch, but is that enough to hold at his, price? As do you want someone that's going to go another 5 or 10 better than him at that price? But I mean, there hasn't really shown to be anyone this season yet, sort of at that price that's performing well. Then you have Owens here, really good scoring output. Really good. I just wish I'd probably jumped on him, but we'll see. And then Higgins here, huge score. He just doesn't score consistently enough for me to want to get him in. And then Wangadeen Miller, a huge output again. So, he's a guy that you could possibly get in. Then you have Marshall here, who scored really well, but then they just decided, I guess, to take him out and that this one at the end of the quarter was added on because he was subbed out with like 15 minutes to go in the last quarter. So he was on for a 130, 140 basically, and then got subbed out. And I mean, whoever had captaincy on him was pretty annoyed, but he did his job, I guess. Callum Wilkie is another guy that I'm looking at. I just don't know if he's too much of a key defender to actually want to go for him, because he's scored really well these last 3 weeks. His lowest, I think, is a 70, I want to say. So if I go here and go, not Q, Will Key, here, I think he's got 2 70s and a 200. So that's probably swaying me away from not going for him, but we'll see. Sinclair, 103, Wood, 96, so a little bit lower for Wood, but, I mean, he's probably nursing that shoulder a little bit, especially in the second half. But, he's definitely an option still. Hill, 96. Hunter Clark. I just don't like him as an option that much. And I don't think we'll see, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700s and 4 90s in the next game and 2 more 80s. I don't think we'll see... 13 guys go above 80 and 16 above 75. Oh, that was a huge outscore for, they outscored him by 400. So I don't think he's that good of an option. Seb Ross, 93. Stocker back to his usual, but I just don't think he's an option now that he has the ability to drop 50s. Howard, Burns, Battle, Philippou did really, really well to get to that score and really kickstart his, cash generation, as he's probably now going to be able to get up to 400 just based on smoking his break-even. He's going to gain 25k off that, and his break-even's probably going to be sitting at somewhere around 15 or so. So even if he gets another 40, that's still another 25k. So this 66 has probably caused him to get 60, 70k of cash gen in the next 2 or 3 weeks, which will get him up towards that 400k, and then we can trade him out and get down to another rookie and, just keep the cash gen going, as I really do need some cash gen out of somewhere. And then Camaminti, good cash gen, beat it by 51, so should probably get 40k and get up to that... That's 340, so he's basically level now with Pedler, which is huge because I saved basically 50k to get Camaminti in. So saving 50k allowed me... So basically going for Camaminti has saved my season almost, because I was able to get in Grundy end day in this round for Tanner Bruin and Jared Witts. So that saved my season, I guess, in going for Camaminti over the likes of over Pedler, like I was saying. And then we move on to Gold Coast, and Noah Anderson went absolutely nuts. Had a 50 and a 47 and a 36 and a 26 to end up 159. Absolutely huge. And yeah, so now he's averaging 97 or whatever. And yeah, he's just, I don't think he's an option yet, but that break even that he's going to have, oopsie, of roughly, I just hit my mic, of roughly probably 90, 95, I would think, maybe even less, is going to be huge. As if we look here at Anderson, he had scores of 78, 83, 72, 159. So yeah, he's just inconsistent, I think at the moment. Then you have Tuke Miller scoring really, really well, a 120. Maybe he's an option, but I don't think he's an option yet. Then you have Weller here at 696, who I definitely think is an option, and he's going to beat his break even by 36. That means he's going to go up 30k to 730k. So I'd have to combine him with another, I guess, with another guy that's scoring roughly, who's priced at roughly 660, 670k after this round, which is going to be hard to get because I don't think there's many. Ainsworth scored really well in the first and last. Powell, Collins, McPherson, Ned Moyle really scored well. I touted him to get, 60 to 80 on my Twitter. And he ended up scoring 74, looked huge, especially in the last quarter once Marshall went off. So I guess he did do a lot of his work once Marshall went off. If we look here, Marshall went off here, so he'd had 4 points. So he had a 28-point quarter when Marshall was off, so a little bit more than average. But I guess he sort of went into the game and so yeah, he got used to the game, I guess, and really scored well. And then you've got Swallow here, 68, Casbolt, 66, Ballard, Holman, Rowell. Good thing anyone didn't go for Rowell because he's at 94 average before this 60, and that should bring it down another 10, probably 6 or 7, bring him down to an average of 87. And yeah, he didn't even beat his break even, so he's going to drop in price by a good 10 or so K. Then you have Mac Andrews here and Humphrey, two guys that if they were 200k, you'd look to bring in, but because they're already, Andrews is 350k and Humphreys is 290, I just don't think they're options. Holland's here, just not an option, and no one else is really options out of Gold Coast. So yeah, we'll go back to the main screen here. That's the review of the St Kilda vs Gold Coast game that happened in round 4. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video sometime soon. And yeah, see you guys later.